Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Dhondiba Ishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, Kyarupuram, Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about coordination compounds of 6th semester BSc Chemistry 7, which is in Organic Chemistry, affiliated to Bangalore and Bangalore North University. This is the fifth class of coordination compounds. In this class, I have to discuss magnetic properties of coordination compounds, explanation with examples, spectral properties of coordination compounds, explanation with examples, then isomerism in coordination compounds, then classification of isomerism in coordination compounds, explanation with examples. Today in this class we have to discuss one by one. Now first one is magnetic properties of the following complexes. Now how it is said there, in the transition metal, an electron having its spin equivalent to the electric current flowing in the circular conductor. Hence, it behaves as a magnet because the electrons are continuously moving and the spinning. Therefore, it is act as a magnet. Taking E is as a charge on the electron and M is the mass, its mass. Then magnetic moment, that is a mu B, is given by, that is a mu B is equal to EH divided by 4 pi mc. Here H is equal to Planck constant, that should be a 6.625 into 10 raised to minus 34 joules second. Then C is nothing but velocity of light, that is nothing but 3 into 10 raised to minus 10 centimeter per second. Then m is equal to value, that is m value here, the mass of the electron, and E is equal to 1 point, that is the charge. That after that is substituting these value in this equation, we will get, that is totally I will get that is mu B is equal to 9.274 into 10 raised to minus 21 arj per Gauss. This value is taken as a 1 Bohr magneton. This value, the 1 Bohr magneton is exactly value is nothing but 9.274 into 10 raised to minus 21 arj per Gauss. This is the taken as a unit of magnetic moment called, that is a Bohr magneton. Now come to, that is a, if a orbital contains paired electrons, the magnetic moment of one electron is cancelled by the equal and opposite moment of other. Such substances get repelled from an applied magnetic field are called, that is a diamagnetic. A substance having a orbitals with one or more unpaired electrons has a definite magnetic moment and is attracted in a magnetic field. Such substances are called as a paramagnetic. Or simply we say that is those complexes in which one or more unpaired electrons are present, they are called as they attract the magnetic field when they placed in a magnetic field called, that is paramagnetic in nature. Those complexes, they do not contain unpaired electrons and they do not attract the magnetic field when they placed in a magnetic field, they are called as diamagnetic substances. We say that is. Now formula for magnetic moment of substance containing n number of unpaired electrons can be given by mu s is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. Here that is a Bohr magneton. Here n is equal to number of unpaired electrons present in the particular complex. Now come to, that is a, by particular complexes we have to take, that is a study of magnetic property. First complex goes to magnetic properties of, that is a hexafluorocobaltate 3 ion complex. In this complex, the central metal cobalt in plus 3 oxidation state, the central metal atom in plus 3 oxidation state and surrounded by the 6 weak fluoride ligands. Hence its coordination number is 6 and it has a octahedral geometry. According to crystal field theory, d orbitals of cobalt 3 ion complexes 6 electrons and the pairing energy is greater than the splitting energy. Here pairing energy is greater than that is splitting energy, means that is paid, that is unpaired electrons. Therefore this complex is high spin complexes, and hence all the 6 electrons singly fed in the that is a singly fed that is a first, then taking place, that is a pairing. First singly fed, then pairing is takes place. In this shown in the energy diagram. Here this is the first diagram, that is the degenerate orbital first state, that is the cobalt. 7 electrons will be present. Therefore you have to write these are the, then you have to remove, that is the 3 oxidation state, means you have to remove the electrons. 3 electrons means 2 electrons removed from, that is the 4s orbital, and only 1 electron removed from, that is a d orbital. Therefore only 1 electron will be less here, it became, that is a d6. Then these 6 electrons occupied in a, that is this manner, because the splitting energy is lesser than that is a pairing energy. Therefore first all 6 electrons, that is a fed, 5 out of 6 electrons, the 5 electrons are fed singly in 3 is 2Tg orbital and 2 are in Eg orbitals. This is the singly 3 electrons are present in T2G orbital and 2 electrons present in the Eg orbital fed first. Then 6th electrons, that is the paired in, that is a T2G orbital, and this is the takes place. And in this complex the number of unpaired electrons is equal to 4, and magnetic moment, that is mu s is equal to square root of n into n plus 2. Therefore we are, after putting value, we will get that is a 4.9 Bohr magneton. Hence we say that is due to having a magnetic moment, that is a mu s is equal to greater than 0, hence it is called as a paramagnetic substance. Because of it having a more than 2 unpaired electrons, hence it is also called as a ferromagnetic in nature. This is about, that is a complexes, that is magnetic property of, that is a hexafluorocobaltate 3 ion. Now come to the second example, magnetic properties of hexaamine cobalt 3 ion. In this complex, the central metal atom again, that is +3 oxidation state, and surrounded by a 6 strong amine ligands. This is the strong amine ligand. Therefore this strong amine ligands are there. Therefore it is a, that is a low spin complexes. This will be a that is a low spin complexes. The pairing energy is, that is a lesser than, that is splitting energy. Hence its coordination number is 6 and it has a octahedral geometry. You must be know about these things. According to crystal field theory, d orbitals of cobalt 3 ion complex 6 electrons, and the pairing energy is smaller than the splitting energy due to the nature of strong field ligand amine. Hence all 6 electrons are paired up in lower energy T2G orbitals with pairing. This is shown in figure. Now first here, this is the cobalt. You have to 7 electrons, cobalt atom, that is isolated atom. These are the 7 electrons are fed. Then you have to again, that is a +3 oxidation, means you have to remove, that is a 3 electrons. But here also, that is a 4s electrons will be there, 4s 2 electrons will be there. Therefore while that is creating, that is a cobalt +3, you have to remove, that is a 3 electrons. But first you have to 2 electrons remove from 4s electrons, because they are not present in the 4s orbital here, and 1 electron from, that is a d orbital. Therefore it became a 6 electrons, that is a, we say that is a d6 configuration. We say that is a d6 configuration. After the approaching the strong ligands, they splitting, it is a pairing is takes place. These are the unpaired electrons. No, the 4 unpaired electrons became a paired up. Therefore according to this, according to Agnes the Hund's rule, first 3 electrons are filled here, then remaining 3 electrons also filled in the T2G orbital without going to the Eg orbital, because due to having a amines are strong ligands in nature, and hence here we say that is there is no unpaired electrons present in this configuration. Hence it is a diamagnetic in nature, and mu s is equal to, we say that is the n is equal to in this complex number of unpaired electrons, n is equal to 0, and diamagnetic in nature, and mu s is equal to 0. Therefore, we will get that is a 0. It is hence it is diamagnetic in nature. Why this complex is diamagnetic in nature means just you have to explain this. And third, that is properties of that is a complex magnetic properties of hexacyanoferrate, that is a ferrate 2 complex, that is a ferrate 2 ion. This is complex. In this complex again central metal atom, that is iron, will be a present plus 2 oxidation state, because cyanide is -1 into that is a -6 and equal to that is a +6, and there -4 will be there. -4 plus 6 means +2. Therefore, iron is nothing but it is a +2 oxidation state and surrounded by 6 strong cyanide ligands. Hence, its coordination number is 6 and it has a octahedral geometry. According to crystal field theory, d orbitals of Fe2 ions contains 6 electrons and pairing energy is smaller than the splitting energy. The pairing energy is that is smaller than the splitting energy due to the strong field ligand of cyanide. Hence, all 6 electrons are occupied in the lower T2g orbitals with pairing, and this is shown in diagram. Here simply that is similar to previous example. This is the iron is nothing but 26. These are the 6 orbitals in the d orbital contain that is 6 electrons. Again you have to make that is a +2 oxidation state, means 2 electrons are removed, but 2 electrons should be removed from 4s orbital. Therefore, unaffected on that is a iron +2, iron that is a iron Fe +2 or Fe or Fe +2 configuration is remain same after removing that is a 2 electron from the 4s orbital. Therefore, these are the here what is that 6 electrons are present here. Out of 6 electrons, because of cyanide is a strong ligand, they occupy in T2g orbital against the Hund's rule due to having a pairing energy less than that is a splitting energy. Therefore, first singly filled, then pairing takes place without going into the Eg orbital. Hence, this configuration shows that there is no unpaired electrons. Therefore, n is equal to 0 and magnetic moment is 0. That is mu s is equal to 0. Hence, it is a diamagnetic in nature. Now, next that is a fourth. That is a complex is nothing but magnetic properties of hexacyanoferrate 3 ion complex. In this complex, the central metal atom, that is iron, is nothing but central metal. It is +3 oxidation state and surrounded by 6 strong cyanide ligands. Hence, its coordination number is 6 and geometry is octahedral. According to the crystal field theory, that is d orbitals of Fe plus 3 ions contains 5 unpaired electrons, 5 electrons, and the pairing energy is smaller than the splitting energy. That is pairing energy is smaller than the splitting energy due to the nature of strong field ligand cyanide. Hence, all 5 ligands are occupied in the lower energy orbitals. The 4 electrons are pairing and 1 electron is unpaired. And this is shown in the diagram. Therefore, we say that is here the Fe is nothing but D6 configuration first. That is an isolated atom. This is the iron, that is a neutral atom. 6 electrons are filled in d orbital. Now, the Fe plus 3 means that 3 electrons are removed from this orbital, means the 2 electrons are already present in 4s orbital. That you have to remove first 2 electrons less, and only 1 electron will be removed from F orbital here. Therefore, it became now only, instead of that is 6 electrons, it became say only 5 electrons. After removing the 2 electrons, 1 is from that is a d orbital and 2 are from 4s orbital. Therefore, it became a d5 configuration. This is the called as a d5 configuration. According to in octahedral complex, therefore T2g orbital having a lower energy and Eg orbital having a higher energy. And here, due to nature of cyanide ligand, that is cyano ligand is a strong ligand, The pairing energy is less than that is the splitting energy. Therefore, all 6 electrons are resides in T2g orbitals without going to that is the Eg orbital, and therefore we say that is in this configuration. From this configuration, we say that there is a no that is a here. Sorry, here 5 electrons. No, here only 5 electrons are there. Out of 5 electrons, first singly feed there one electron in T2g orbital, and remaining 2 electrons are also paired up in the T2g orbital. 1 electron will be a here unpaired electron. It remains unpaired electrons, and this complex we say that observation that is this contains a 1 unpaired electrons, and hence it is a paramagnetic in nature. Therefore, in this complex n is equal to 1 value. The unpaired electrons is 1, and it has a magnetic moment mu s is equal to n into n plus 2 into Bohr magneton. This is the one way of placing, that is 1.73 Bohr magneton. Since mu s value is greater than that is 0, hence it is a paramagnetic in nature. These are about that is a 4 that is properties of compounds of paramagnetic property. Now coming to that is spectral properties of complexes. Spectral properties are color of the transition metal of complexes. Now here we know that visible light consists of electromagnetic radiation of wavelength 380 to 750. It is a standard one. Actually we will say that is standard is 400 to 800 nanometer, but you have to say that is it is flexible 380 to 750 nanometer called that is electromagnetic that is a radiation of visible light. Each wavelength is associated with definite energy and produces a characteristic color sensation as it strikes the retina of the human eyes. When light radiation fall on the metal complex, 4 things can be happened. First thing goes to, if the metal complex absorb all radiation, then it appears black. All radiation, 7 colors are absorbed by the particular complex. The color will be appear as only black. That's therefore 100% absorption. Now here say that is second one, if the metal complex reflects all radiations, then it appears as a white. There is a 0% absorbance and 100% reflection, means that is the matter that is a metal complex will be appear as a white. If the metal complex absorb all radiations except one color radiation, then it appears as a color of that radiation. Here all radiations absorb and only one color is reflect. That reflected color is nothing but color of that substance or that complex. And fourth, that is possibility is nothing but if the metal complex reflects all radiations except one, only one radiation color of the radiation absorbed and others are reflect, then the color of the metal complex gives that is a complementary color of that radiations. And this is about that is a preliminary idea regarding that is a spectral property, how the substance or matter will be appear as a color of that substance. Now come to that is here the complementary color and absorbed color. The color absorbed, only one absorbed and others are reflected, means if it is this region, suppose first one is violet, that is 380 to 435 nanometer. In this region violet color will be absorbed and the complementary color will be that is a greenish yellow. If the blue color in this region, that is 435 to 480 nanometer absorbed, the yellow color will be a color of that substance, but absorbed by the from the sun is nothing but blue color. If greenish blue is absorbed, means the 480 to 490 nanometer, orange will be a that it impart the color of that particular complex. Blue is green, it is a 490 to 500 nanometer. In this region this color will be absorbed by the particular matter when the light radiation fall on the particular complex, then it appear as a red. The complex gives that is a red color. If the complex absorb the light radiation in green region, that is 500 to 560 nanometer, then it gives the complementary color, that is a red purple color. If yellow green it absorbed, that is a 560 to 595 nanometer, it remains, that is a purple color will be a appear to the that substance. If orange color, it is a 595 to 6, that is a 650 nanometer, then you will get that is a greenish blue color having the that complex. If red color, that is 650 to 780 nanometer, then it appear as a blue green. Therefore this radiation, that is a red radiation of that is a light radiation absorbed, then blue and green color of that particular substance will be important. And these are about, that is just a preliminary idea regarding that is the complexes. Now in particular what happen in the complexes. In case of the transition metal complex, the energy difference between the two sets of the d orbitals, that is a delta, either in tetrahedral or square planar or that is a octahedral, is usually small. The excitation of an electron from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital, that is from T2g orbital to EG orbital in octahedral orbitals, and from EG orbital to T2g orbital in tetrahedral complexes, is therefore very VG and can be achieved even by absorbing the low energy radiation of visible region. As a result, the absorption of some selected wavelengths of the visible light and the complexes appear as a color. I have so far explained how, but here in the complexes, the d orbital, the d transition is takes place means the jumping of the electrons from T2g orbital to EG orbital or EG orbital to T2g orbital in particular complexes are takes place and they appear as a color. Now coming to that is the spectral properties of that is hexa aqua titanium 3 ion. Therefore in this complex we have to explain that is a spectral property. In hexa aqua titanium 3 ion, the titanium is a +3 oxidation state because water, that is aqua, is a neutral ligand. Therefore it is a +3 oxidation state, and it is surrounded by 6 water ligands. These are the weak in nature, weak water ligands, hence its coordination number is 6 and it has a octahedral geometry. According to crystal field theory, the d orbitals of titanium +3 ion contains one electron. Therefore it is in ground state that one electron is occupied in lower T2g orbital, because the in octahedral complex T2g orbitals are lower energy orbital than that is a EG orbital. The only one electron present in that is a T2g orbital in ground state, and energy gap will be between that is a T2g and EG orbitals are very small, so that electrons of the T2g orbital jump to EG orbital by absorbing here 20,300 per centimeter wave number, or it is a wavelength is nothing but it is corresponding to 490 nanometer in bluish green region, and it appear as a complementary color reddish purple color will be a used. This is the just how it is takes place. This is shown in the diagram. We know that E is equal to, it is corresponding to that is energy, the delta naught. This is the octahedral delta O. This is the Na is nothing but Avogadro's number, and frequency H, nu, that is nu is nothing but frequency. Again we have to require that is a lambda value means Na into H into C be divided by that is a lambda, or we have to know that is this relation. By using this relation we have to, because the frequency it is per centimeter means it is wave number is given, and frequency is nothing but always per centimeter, that is per second will be their frequency. Therefore per centimeter means it is always that is a wave number is given. Therefore E is equal to Na into Hc, that is a nu bar, that is a wave number. Now we know that after that is a delta value, you have to calculate here delta octahedral, that is here 6 point, that is Avogadro's number is nothing but 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 per mole, then 6.625 into 10 raised to, that is the, actually this is the 34, actually this is the 34, that is 32, this is the 34 joules second, and this is the 2.998 into 10 raised to 10 centimeter per second, and this is the wave number remains as it is. After calculating, we will get that is a 11.962 centimeter joule per meter into that is the wave number. After calculating, we are making that is kilojoule 0.011962 centimeter kilojoule per mole, that is frequency. After you are transferring to this, therefore we will get that is a kilo, that is a wave number in kilojoule per mole, means that is 83.6 per centimeter delta naught value. This is the value. Here you have to say that is 1 mole of the 1 kilojoule per mole is nothing but 83.6 per centimeter value. We have to use this also. Now here in this complex, no, the d orbital here in titanium, hexa-aqua titanium plus 3 ion, it contains 1 electron, therefore 1 electron will be present here. In ground state, this will be present here, T2g orbital, Eg orbital here, and this the difference is very low, that is a energy gap is very less. By absorbing the electromagnetic radiation in 20,300 per centimeter, that is a wave number is absorbed. This electron it jumps from T2g orbital to Eg orbital, and the radiation is absorbed in bluish green region, and it appears as a reddish purple color. This is the radiation. Now since this complex is octahedral and D1 configuration, according to octahedral complexes, the crystal field stabilization energy, you have to say that is according to octahedral complexes, the crystal field stabilization energy is nothing but 0.4 delta O. Here delta 4 delta O is nothing but, we know that here the nu is equal to given, nu bar means it is the wave number 20.300 per centimeter. This is nothing but delta naught value. Therefore you have to, in place of this, you have to write this value. We will get that is multiplying this value, we will get this value in per centimeter. But we require that is a kilojoule per mole. The energy will be crystal field stabilization energy. If we want in kilojoule per mole, then you have to divide that is a 83.6 per mole. Then we will get that is a the centimeter value, that is the per centimeter value is converted into kilojoule per by dividing that is 83.6 per centimeter. After getting, we will get that is a 97.12 kilojoule per mole. And the graphical representation we have given, that is a here wave number, and here just absorptions, molar absorption, and here it appeared as a high, that is a lambda max will be a, that is a wavelength. Lambda max means that is wavelength 493 nanometer, or wave number is nothing but 20,300 per centimeter. And this will be the spectral property, and this is about that is the spectral properties of titanium, hexa-aqua titanium 3 ion. Now next come to that is another spectral properties of that is hexa-aqua cobalt 3 ion. This is the complex. In this complex, similar to that above, the cobalt is in +3 oxidation state, and it's surrounded by 6 water ligands. Hence its coordination number is 6, and it has a octahedral geometry. According to crystal field theory, d orbitals of cobalt 3 ion contains 6 electrons, that is d6, and water is a weak ligand. Therefore in ground state, out of 6 electrons, 5 electrons are filled singly in T2g orbital and Eg orbital each, and remaining 1 electron occupied in one of the T2g orbital with paired. The energy gap between that is T2g and Eg orbitals are very low, so that the 2 electrons of T2g orbitals jumps to the Eg orbital each by absorbing 27,000 per centimeter wavelength. It is corresponding to 380 nanometer, which is in visible region, and 10,000 per centimeter wavelength. A wavelength is nothing but is the 1000 nanometer, n, that is the nanometer, n, this is the nm, not NAM, this is the nanometer IR region. In visible region, this is the in the IR region. In visible region, it absorbs that is a violet color and appear as a greenish yellow as a complementary color. This is shown in diagram. This you have to say here. This is the hexa-aqua cobalt. Now 6 electrons present at that is the ground state, and here according to octahedral geometry, T2g electrons, T2g orbital having lower energy orbital and EG orbital having a higher energy orbital. They reside first because the water is a weak ligand. The pairing energy is greater than that is splitting energy. Therefore, they having a highly that is a singly filled first 1, 2, 3, 5 electrons are filled in that is all T2g and EG orbital, and 6 electron filled in that is a T2g orbital with pairing. Now here these are the 2 unpaired electrons, here 2 unpaired electrons, but after absorbing the energy, these are the 2 places are there, the 2 electrons are jump to this and it became a pairing. Therefore 2 electrons can be 2 transitions are possible in this complex by absorbing the radiation. Here one electron is jumps from that is this orbital to this, means from here to here. First one is from paired electron, it jumps from here to here. Therefore it get that is a lower energy orbital. Therefore it got that is a infrared region, and that is a 10,000 per centimeter. It takes place, and it is absorbed in that is a infrared region, that is IR region, infrared region, and they cannot be appear as a color. Another one is here that is single field electrons. Here this electron, paired electron, jumps to this first one. It is absorbing that is a 10,000 per centimeter wave number. Another one is this unpaired electron, which is takes that is electron somewhat more energy compared to earlier, and it absorbs and it jumps to the here pairing, and that energy is absorbed that is a 27,000 per centimeter, and it is nearly about that is in visible region, and therefore it appears as a color. Therefore the color radiation is absorbed that is in violet region, that is corresponding to 27,000 per centimeter wave number. It is corresponding to violet region, and it appears as a greenish yellow. Therefore 2 transitions are takes place. One is that is we are not known, it is not appearing here. One is infrared region appear, and another one is visible region. Visible region appearing, we will get that is a color of that radiation. Therefore we say that since this complex is octahedral and 6 electrons are configuration, that is the water is the weak ligand, we say that is a high spin complex according to octahedral geometry. From that we have to calculate that is a crystal field stabilization energy. Now in this complex we have to say that is a here after calculating that is a, this is the actually what is the D6 configuration. This is the D6 configuration. D6 configuration. Therefore crystal field stabilization energy for D6 configuration is nothing but that is a 0.4 delta O, and here that is frequency will be, or you have to take that is a invisible region 27,000 per centimeter, and you have to subtracting, we will get that is a 10,800 per centimeter. That is the frequency crystal field stabilization energy in per centimeter. But after that is dividing 83.6 per centimeter, we will get that energy into a kilojoule per mole. That is a crystal field stabilization energy. This is about that is the crystal field stabilization, that is the spectral properties of this complex hexa-aqua cobalt 3 ion. And third property goes to that is here the graphical representation we are giving here. The 2 absorption here, there wave number will be here, and this is the 10,000. This is absorbed, that is infrared region, and these are absorbed in the visible region, and this will be a give that is the color of the radiation, and this cannot be appear as it is not present in the visible region. We don't know that is this, and this is the about graphical representation of that is spectral property of hexa-aqua cobalt 3 ion. Now coming to that is next one, that is spectral properties of tetrachloro cobalt 2 ion. That is another complex spectral properties of tetrachloro cobalt 2 ion. So that is a cobaltate actually. This is the cobalt 2 ion actually. This is the complex. In tetrahedral cobalt 2 ion complex, this is the cobaltate 2 ion actually, because it is a negative complex, cobaltate 2 ion. In the cobaltate 2 ion, The cobalt is +2 oxidation state and it's surrounded by that is a 4 chloro ligands. Hence its coordination number is 4 and it has a tetrahedral geometry. According to crystal field theory, d orbitals of cobalt 2 ion contains 7 electrons and chloro is a weak ligand, and therefore in ground state, the out of 7 electrons, 5 electrons are occupied singly in Eg orbital and T2g orbital. Remaining 2 electrons occupied in the Eg orbital with paired. The energy gap between Eg and T2g orbitals are much low, so that out of 4 electrons, first, second, and third electrons of Eg orbitals jumps to each of the 3 T2g orbitals by absorbing 15,000 per centimeter. This is the comes in the visible region. 58,000 that is 5,800 per centimeter is the near visible region, and 3,300 per centimeter it is a infrared region. Wave number of that is a corresponding the wave number that is a 15,000 per centimeter corresponding to wavelength is nothing but it is a 660 667 nanometer respectively in red region, and it appear as a complementary color bluish green in visible region. This is shown in figure or diagram. Now here just this is the here because it is a tetrahedral complex. According to tetrahedral complex, Eg orbital is that is a lower energy orbital and T2g orbital having a higher energy orbital, and cobalt having the 7 electrons because it contains that is a d orbital contains 7 electrons. These 7 out of 7 electrons, and chloro group is a weak ligand, and therefore the pairing energy is higher than the splitting energy. First, therefore, singly fed that is a 2 electrons in Eg orbital and 3 electrons in T2g orbital singly. 5 electrons are filled that is singly, and 2 electrons are then pairing in Eg orbitals. Now here possibility are there. Here there are 3 possibility of jumping the electrons. Here 3 unpaired electrons are there. Here 4 that is electrons are there. Out of that is 3 electrons can be jumps from Eg orbital to that is T2g orbital, which is pairing by absorbing the energy. Therefore, the first one is in this is the first jump. That is first there are 3 electrons, first, second, third. The electrons are jumped from that is the Eg orbital to T2g orbital by absorbing the energy 15,000 per centimeter. It gives that is a visible region, and another one with required that is a less energy, therefore 5,800 per centimeter, and another still less energy that is infrared region 3,300 per centimeter. Observing that is first it is jumping first electron, this is the take that is a less energy infrared region, and another one is another take that is somewhat more energy that is 5,800 that gives that is a near visible region, or that is simply that is you say that is the infrared region. And last there is a one more that is a still somewhat more energy that you having a visible region, and that is nothing but 15,000 per centimeter. These are the 3 possibility are jumping, but we are calculating that is only the visible region. It is belong to 15,000 per centimeter. Therefore, that radiation is absorbed in red region, and therefore the color of this complex will be appear as a bluish green by jumping that is a 3 electrons, and we are not calculating that is a energy or that is a radiation around that is a infrared region or near infrared region, but we are calculating about that is a visible region. And now the just we have to calculate, since the complexes is a tetrahedral complex and D7 electronic configuration. The chloro is a weak ligand, that is a high spin complex. According to this is give that is a 1.2 delta T value, and wave number is nothing but 15,000 per centimeter. It is a visible region corresponding to, we are neglecting other 2s are because they are not in visible region, and multiplying we will get that is a 18,000 per centimeter. We will get that is a crystal field stabilization energy of that complex, and we are converting into a kilojoule per mole, means just by dividing to this 83.6 per centimeter, we will get that is crystal field stabilization energy in that complex is nothing but 215.31 kilojoule per mole. This is about that is a calculation of crystal field stabilization energy in this particular complex, and graphical representation we are given, that is a 3-1 here. This is the infrared region here, infrared 3300 per centimeter. This is the again that is lower energy, that is a 5800. This is the higher somewhat there is a higher energy radiation, and wavelength will be a 667, and this will be a appear as a invisible region, and you will get that is a visible, that is a bluish red region, we will get that is a this. This is about that is the spectral properties of the some complexes. Now I will discuss about that is a coordination in, that is isomerism in coordination compounds. Two or more compounds having the same chemical formula but differ in physical and chemical properties due to the different structural arrangement are called that is the isomers, and the phenomena is called that is the isomerism. Now simple, what is mean by isomerism in coordination compound means two or more compounds having same chemical formulae but differ in physical and chemical properties due to different structural arrangement are called isomers, and the phenomena is called isomerism. The types of isomerism, now coming to that is types of the isomerism. Based on the structural arrangement, the isomers are classified into two categories. One is called as a structural isomerism, another one is called as a stereoisomerism. Now two or more compounds having the same molecular formula but differ in physical and chemical properties due to different structural arrangement of atoms in two-dimensional structure are called structural isomers, and the phenomena is called that is a structural isomerism. There are the types of the structural isomers. There are structural isomerisms are classified into following types. One is ionization isomers, isomerism, a type of structural isomerism in which the different ions are present. A type of structural isomerism in which different ions are produced when they dissolve in water are called ionization isomerism. Now here, example here you have to take first one, that is a bromo, that is a pentamine, bromo, cobalt, then 3 sulfate. This is the formula. When they dissolve in water, it produces this complex ion, another one is sulfate ion. Complex ion, this is sulfate ion, and therefore the here this is called as a isomer. Another you have to take, that is arrangement here, Br outside and this sulfate. This complex is dissolved in water, it produces Br ion, and this is the complex ion. Therefore, when they dissolve in the two or more complex here, one and this is the another one, having the same molecular formula but differ in that is ions. When they dissolve in water, they are called as ionization isomers. Now here another example we have to quote here, this example, and this here Br will be get, that is a Br will be a simple ion and complex ion, and here the chloro will be a simple ion and this complex ion. Here sulfate will be a simple ion, this complex ion, and here nitrato will be a, that is a nitrate will be a simple ion and this complex ion. Therefore, differ ions will be produced. Therefore, it is called as a ionization isomers. And second type of the structural isomerism is nothing but hydrate isomerism, a type of structural isomerism in which the different number of water molecules act as a ligand are called hydrate isomerisms. Here simple, a type of structural isomerism in which different number of water molecules act as a ligands are called hydrate isomerism. Here this is the, here 6 water molecules are act as a ligand, here 5 water molecules are act as a ligand, here only 4 molecules of water act as a ligand, and it is violet, it is green, and it is a dark green. Therefore, these are called as a hydrate isomers. Therefore, a type of structural isomerism in which different number of water molecules act as a ligand are called that is a hydrate isomers. And example, another example here, this complex will be there. This is the only one water molecule will be act as a ligand, but here there is no water molecule is act as a ligand, therefore it is called as a hydrate ligand, hydrate isomers. Here two molecules of water act as a ligand, here only one water molecule is act as a ligand, hence it is called as a hydrate isomers. And third one is linkage isomerism, a type of structural isomerism in which different atoms of ligand act as a ligating or donor atom, called that is a linkage isomerism. Here you have to say that is a, here this is the nitrato, that is ambidentate ligand. Usually here in this complex the ligand will be ambidentate in nature, therefore nitrito N and nitrito O, you have to say this like. Now this like complex, here pentamine, nitrito N, cobalt, that is 3, cobalt 3, this is the complex, and here pentamine, nitrito O, then that is a cobalt 3. Here this complex they having the same molecular formula but arrangement. Here in this complex this is the it is having a coordination number 6, it having a coordination number 6, it having a octahedral geometry, but here 5 amines are present in 5 corners, and 6th corner will be occupied, that is a NO2. This is the NO2 is nothing but here nitrogen is act as a ligating atom. It is a link between the cobalt and nitrogen atom, hence it is called as a ligating atom, ligating, or it is called as a linkage isomers. Here this is the remaining is same, here ONO will be there. The oxygen atom is act as a ligating atom or donor atom to the central atom, therefore linked between the cobalt and oxygen, hence it is called as a linkage isomers. And this will be yellow and this will be a red. Similarly, we have to say that is a another ligating atom is, that is ambidentate ligand, is nothing but thiocyanato S and thiocyanato N. Here thiocyanato S is nothing but in the same here the sulfur is act as a the link between, that is cobalt and thio, and here the nitrogen is act as a link between, that is a cobalt and that is a nitrogen. This is the linkage takes place, and therefore it is called as a linkage isomerism. Now next coming to that is the fourth one is ligand isomerism, the type of the structural isomers in which the same ligands are undergo a different isomeric forms, called that is a ligand isomers. Now here this is the this type of the ligand. Here see there, that is a dichloro, then here what is that, this is the 1 2 3 means 1 comma 2 diamino propane. This is the name of this complex, this is the name of the ligand. This ligand undergo a isomeric form, different. This is the position isomers will be takes place, and therefore structure of this ligand will be this like. And in this complex same here dichloro will be there, but another one is the amino group will be a present at, that is here in this at 2 position the amino group present, but in this another, that is complex, the position of amino group at 3 position. Therefore we say that is the type of structural isomers in which the same ligands undergo a different isomeric forms. Means here we say that is a 1,2-diaminopropane, and that having another isomer is nothing but 1,3-diaminopropane. These are the 2 ligands are in different isomeric form, and hence it is called as a ligand isomers. And fifth, that is the type of the structural isomerism is nothing but this is the coordinate isomerism, the type of structural isomerism in which the interchange the ligands between the 2 cationic and anionic coordination pair is called, that is a coordination isomers. Here for example, here usually this is the tetramino copper, then copper, what is that here, 2 copper 2 tetrachloroplatinate 2. This is the name of this complex. Here This the two coordination pair will be there. The tetraamine copper and tetrachloro, that is a platinate. Here two coordination pair. Ligand will be exchanging. Just ligands will be exchanged. Chloro will be comes here and amino will be come here. Therefore, same molecular formula but differ in exchanging the ligands between the two cationic anionic. This is the anionic pair and this is cationic pair. The ligands will be exchanging from anionic to cationic and cationic to anionic, and this is called as a coordination isomers. Therefore, we say that is the name of this complex here simply tetrachloroplatinate, that is a copper 2 tetraamine platinate, that is a 2. This is the name of this complex. This similarly we have to see here. This is the hexaamine cobalt, then hexacyano cobalt, that is here coordination the oxidation state will be that is divided by 2. No, you will get that is here 3. Therefore, hexaamine cobalt 3 and hexacyanochromium chromate 3. This is the name of this complex, and here we will get there is a cyano will become here and amino will become here. Therefore, just you have to exchanging, that is a changing the ligands between the coordination pairs, and therefore we say that is a this is the complex. Now come to that is a example, that is another example, that is another type of the isomers is nothing but stereoisomerisms. Stereoisomerisms are nothing but two or more complexes having same molecular formulae but differ in physical and chemical properties, having a different spatial arrangement in three-dimensional structure or atoms or molecule, called that is a stereoisomers, and the phenomena is called stereoisomerism. The stereoisomerisms are, that is a two in numbers, further classified into two types. One is geometrical or cis-trans isomerism, another one is optical isomerism. The cis-trans or geometrical isomerism nothing but the complexes which have the same molecular formula but differ in relative position of the ligands about the central metal atom, called that is a geometrical isomerism. The complex in which the two similar groups or ligands are present on the same side of the central metal atom are called, that is, cis isomers. If the two isomer, that is similar groups or ligands are present on the opposite side of the metal, called that is a trans isomer. Now example here, this is called as a cisplatin also, that is a diamino dichloroplatinum 2, that is this is called as a cisplatin. Now here this is the platinum, because the coordination number is 4, here 2, 4 means it having a square planar geometry. In cis form, the platinum is center and two amino group on same side and another two chloro groups on same side. Therefore, it is called as a cis form. Therefore, similar groups on similar ligands are present on same side of the metal, that is called as a cis isomers. And trans isomers are nothing but the similar groups on opposite side. Similar ligands will be present on opposite side, they are called as a trans. The platinum here, therefore amino will be here, that is the opposite trans form, and this is the chloro, that is the opposite side, and therefore this is called as a trans isomer, trans platin, that is a trans platin. This is a cisplatin, or this is the diamino chloroplatinum 2. Second, that is the example is nothing but tetraamine dichlorocobalt 3 ion. In this complex, this is the coordination number is 6, because here 2 chloro and this is the 4. Therefore, coordination number is 6. It is a octahedral geometry. Now here 2 chloro are group there. No, they are having a 4 groups around, that is this like, and 1 chloro, one is one side, and these are the on same side. These groups are on the same side. One will be in square planar and another one is above plane. And in trans form, they are exactly opposite direction, opposite form. That is opposite on the opposite that is the side. Therefore, it is a trans isomer. This is the cis form and this is the called as a trans form. Now next coming to third one is nothing but dichlorobis ethylene diamine cobalt 3 ion. This is the complex. Now here ethylene diamine is, it is a bidentate ligand. It Here that is a two corners of octahedral geometry. Here also two corners, and chloro groups will be present at that is same fashion here. Therefore, it is called as a cis form. And it is a chloro group in the opposite side, and this ethylene diamine, it is a bidentate. These are the share with that is a two corners. Here also two corners, and one chloro here above and below the plane. They are exactly opposite side, and they are called as a trans isomers. And these are the about that is a geometrical isomers. Now coming to the optical isomerism. A complex which rotates the plane polarized light called that is a optical active compounds. The complex which rotates the plane polarized light called optical active complex or compound. The complex that rotate either plane that is a plane polarized light in clockwise direction or towards right is called that is a dextrorotatory or D form. If the complex which rotates the plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction or towards left, it is called as a levorotatory or it is called as a L form. The D and L form of the complexes are mirror image to each other, just as a left hand side is mirror image to the right hand side. The complexes which have the same molecular formula, same chemical properties, but differ in rotation of the plane polarized light called that is a optical isomers, and the phenomena is called optical isomerism. And example is nothing but here tris ethylene diamine cobalt 3 chloride. This example I have taken, that is for optical isomerism. Now here this is the chloride is nothing but it is simple ligand, and here ethylene diamine is in, that is a ethylene diamine is a bidentate ligand, and therefore the shares that is a two corners here, there that is two corners here, share two corners, and here this is the mirror image to this mirror image to this. When this is the place in the mirror image, this will be a another image, mirror image, and this gives that is a, these are due to having a mirror image to one another, and hence it is called as a optical isomers. And this complete about that is a isomerism in coordination compounds.